Hi friends, good morning. Welcome you all in our subject Mechanical Engineering Materials, whose subject code is 22343. So friends, we are in the unit called as non-metallic materials and advanced materials. And in previous lecture we have discussed in the chapter we have to learn these non-metallic and advanced materials in detail. So friends, first let's have a revision of previous lecture. After that we are going to start our today's topic called as types of thermoplastic material. Friends, today's topic of our discussion is types of thermoplastic material. Before that, let's have a revision of previous lecture. So friends, in previous lecture we have discussed in non-metallic materials we have to discuss polymer, rubber, ceramic and composite material in detail. After that, in advanced materials we are going to discuss nano and smart materials in detail. So friends, first we have start about the plastic. So plastic is also called as the polymer. So what is by polymer that we have studied? So actually polymer, it is a Greek word which is a combination of two Greek words, poly and mers. So as you know, poly means many and mers means unit or parts. So polymer means group of many units, group of many parts. Simply you can say that polymer material are composed of number of small units called as monomer. Mono means single, mer means unit of parts. Means if we take monomers, means single unit, and if we do the polymerization process on that, correct, polymer material gets formed. Correct, na? After that we have discussed these are the different day-to-day life examples of the plastics, chairs, after that dishes, polythene bags, buckets, toys. Likewise, these are the day-to-day life plastic examples. After that, polymer are divided into two main categories: thermoplastic and thermosetting polymer materials. Correct? Then these are the different general characteristics or properties of plastic we have discussed. And these are the such properties of the plastic due to that it is very popular nowadays than the metals. Correct, na? So plastic is available in less cost. Second, it's have good corrosion resistance. They are versatile. Means we can manufacture complex shapes with the help of plastic material. Plastic material having high strength in less weight. They are quickly produce lots of parts. They have good insulation properties and they are made transparent easily and colored. So these are the very important properties of the plastics are there. Due to that, these plastic materials are popular nowadays in society, in nature than the metals. So let's see here, friends, what is my thermoplastic material? It is also called as thermosoftening. Meaning is very clear. Thermoplastic materials are the such material we soften when we supply the heat and can set into desired shape and size on cooling. Means these are the such material can be melted again and again on successive application of heat. Thermoplastic, thermosoftening. Means if we supply the heat, material gets soft. If we cool this material, it gets hard. Again, if we supply the heat, it gets soft. Cooled, gets hard. So likewise, again and again gets happening, called as thermoplastic material. And these are the typical examples of the thermoplastic materials are there in our day-to-day life. Polythene bags, water bottles, tiffin box, likewise. These are the good example of, popular example of thermoplastic materials. Then these are the different thermoplastic materials, those we have to discuss today in detail. So in thermoplastic, these are different materials. Polyethylene or polythene called as, then polyvinyl chloride means PVC, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene means ABS, polytetrafluoroethylene or Teflon, then polymethyl methacrylate, polyamides and polystyrenes. These different thermoplastics material we have to discuss in detail in today's lecture. So in previous lecture also we have discussed thermosetting materials. So as you know, thermosetting materials are the such material, if we supply the heat to such material, it gets soft, and once we cool, it gets mold into its original dimensions. After that, if we supply heat, its dimension never gets changed. It gets formed into its dimensions. Thermosetting means if we supply the heat, it gets soft. If we cooled, dimension will be goes on fixed. After that, if we supply the heat, there is no any effect of the heat, because dimension will be as it is. Correct, na? Thermosetting materials are those which soft on application of heat and become hard by chemical change. Means they cannot be soft again on application of heat. This process is not reversible. Reversible means several times we can't heat this material as like thermoplastic to change the shape and size. So these are the different day-to-day life practical examples of thermosetting materials. Clear? Then this is the basic difference that already we have discussed. Then these 5 thermosetting materials we have to discuss, but in the next lecture, in which melamine formaldehyde, epoxides, phenol formaldehyde, polyesters and silicons, these are the 5 important thermoplastic materials are there. Those we have to discuss in next lecture. Clear? So friends, let's start to the today's topic called as types of thermoplastic materials. So in thermoplastic materials, we have to discuss these 7. So friends, here, while discussing about thermoplastic material, we have discussed polythene bag comes under the thermoplastic material, tiffin bags, tiffin box, water bottles comes under the thermoplastic material. But these different examples comes under these different categories. Correct, na? So these 7 thermoplastic materials we have discussed in detail. So first, polyethylene or polythene, PE, that we have to discuss in detail. Second, polyvinyl chloride means PVC. Next, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene means ABS. Polytetrafluoroethylene or Teflon means PTFE. Then polymethyl methacrylate. Then next, polyamides. And at last, polystyrenes. These 7 material we have to discuss in detail. So friends, start to the first poly or thermoplastic material. First, polyethylene or polythene. Polyethylene or polythene, PE. So if we see this diagram properly, in front of us one picture is there. Of course, it is a picture of polythene bags. Correct, na? So polythene bags, it is a best application of the polythene material. Correct? Polythene bags, it is a best example of the polythene or polyethylene material. Basic or generally also in day-to-day life, when we are using these bags, we are called as polythene bags. Polythene bags. Why we are called as polythene bags? Because these bags are made of from the material called as polyethylene or polythene. Clear? Clear? So see here different applications of polythene or polyethylene. First, bags means such plastic bags. Second, containers. Next, battery parts. After that, ice trays, electrical insulation, water bottles. These are the different all main examples of the polythene materials. Then let's have some properties of this material. It is one of the lightest plastic. Means polythene material is very light in nature. Next, it has excellent resistance to the corrosion. Next, it has high electrical resistivity. It has high electrical resistivity. Means it is a good insulator. Next, it is cheap to produce. Means manufacturing cost of this plastic is less. Cannot absorb moisture. Absorption rate of moisture of this material polythene will be very less. Means this material never absorbs the moisture. That's why there is no any chances of the corrosion. This corrosion resistance material is there. Clear, na? Polythene or polythene. Then after that, friends, second material, polyvinyl chloride, PVC. Polyvinyl chloride, PVC. So friends, this word we have heard in day-to-day life many times, and picture is also with us. So yes, of course, PVC pipes. PVC pipes. It is a best example of this PVC material or polyvinyl chloride material. So why these pipes? Those are we are using in day-to-day life for the irrigation purpose. Why it is called PVC? Because these pipes are made of from material called as polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. Correct, na? In day-to-day life, we are called as a pipe, PVC pipes. PVC pipes. Why? Because these pipes are made up from the material called as PVC, means polyvinyl chloride. That's why name is there. So application of this material, pipes. So example of or picture of pipe is in front of us. It is a practical example. Second, electrical cable cover. In that also PVC material is used. Then credit cards, debit cards, those are made of the polymer PVC. Then car instruments panel. In car bodies, different parts are there. Those are made of plastic. Those are made of from PVC material. After that, properties. Low cost plastic. Cost of this plastic is also low. Then resistant to acid and alkalis. Means there is no any effect of acid and alkalis on this plastic. Next, good tough strength and abrasion resistance. This material is good tough. After that, good dielectric properties. Means we can simply say that it is a good insulator. It is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. After that, low moisture absorption characteristics. Means this material absorbs the moisture but in a less amount. After that, available in rigid and flexible type. In both types this material is available. So clear friends, polyvinyl chloride, PVC. Day-to-day life practical example is with us PVC pipes. Why it is called PVC pipes? Because those are made up from the plastic called as PVC, polyvinyl chloride. After that friends, next thermoplastic material, polytetrafluoroethylene or Teflon, means PTFE. Polytetrafluoroethylene or Teflon, PTFE. Friends, if you see in front of us, one picture is there, and picture is of the pot or the pan. And while cooking, we handle this pot with the help of handle. Correct, na? And friends, this handle is made up of plastic material, is made up of PTFE material. This handle is made up of PTFE or the Teflon material. That's why there is no any chance of the heat. Correct, na? So let's see some properties of this PTFE material. It is excellent electrical insulator, resist attack of solvents and chemicals. There is no any effect of solvents and chemicals on this material. Wide temperature range is there in between -200 to +250 degrees Celsius. Clear? Then different examples, handle of cooking pans, cooking vessels. We can say that handle of our different cooking vessels. Correct? Bearing bushes, chemical pipes, these are made up from PTFE material. Friends, after that, next, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. Acrylonitrile butadiene styrene, ABS. So in front of us there are different examples are there, day-to-day life examples are there. In this all examples, plastic material is there, and it is nothing but called as ABS. Acrylonitrile butadiene styrene material is there. Clear? Acrylonitrile butadiene styrene material is there in press, in mixer parts. Correct, na? And another in applications are in front of us, in which also ABS material is used. So properties of ABS: they are good insulator to heat. Correct? They are hard and rigid. Next, they offer good impact resistance. They are resistant to acid and alkalis. After that, application of this ABS material: automobile panel, telephones, refrigerator liners, radiator parts, TV parts and camera parts. So these are the different examples of ABS materials. Friends, after that, polyamides. This is another thermoplastic material is there. So friends, in front of us again one example is there, one picture is there. And that picture indicates the applications of polyamide material. So friends, tell me, what is inside the picture? Of course, ropes. Colors are different, but ropes are there. So ropes are made of from this polyamide material. In many day-to-day applications, we are using the rope. Variety of ropes are available in the market. Those are made of from polyamides material. Clear? So application of polyamides: ropes, clothing, clothes are made of from these polyamides. Then molded gears, cams, bearings. These are the different polyamide materials. Then friends, after that, the properties of these polyamides: they are strong, tough and hard. They have good abrasion resistance. these materials have very good resistance to organic solvent, oil, fuels, and they are durable and relatively in high cost. Correct? So these are the different properties and application of polyamides. So main application of polyamide material is in front of us, that is the ropes. So friends, clear? Likewise, in today's lecture we have first take a review of previous lecture, and after that we have discussed different thermoplastic materials in detail with its application properties, in which we have discussed polyethylene or polythene material is P, then polyvinyl chloride PVC material we have discussed, acrylonitrile butadiene styrene means ABS material we have discussed, Teflon PTFE means polytetrafluoroethylene material we have discussed. After that polyamides we have discussed in detail. So friends, in next lecture we are discussing about types of thermosetting materials in detail. So friends, okay, thank you very much.